Hi everybody and welcome back to Exotics of the World TV. Now this episode is going to be extremely short because the job that we had at the weekend, it's been a very time consuming job and realistically not much else could have been done in the time frame that the job was being done. So we have had 2 coats of varnish inside the big Burmese python enclosure. Although today Rob has delivered our glass for us. There's some very nice thick panels of glass that are going to be going in here. So we just need to get the beading for the actual windows themselves, varnish those as well, and then they can go in. However, once obviously we pop the glass in, that's not really going to give us that much like leverage on putting big stuff in there, so like big tree trunks, the pond, the pump, etc, etc. So we need a little bit of wiggle room. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to wait. So we're going to get the beading sorted and done and whatnot, but this weekend we are going to be popping in the big vents and also pond lining the actual enclosure itself, just again so it's got an added extra bit of protection. Now once we have the pond liner in there, we can then go ahead and order the topsoil for it, so we can start like scaping it, then we can start getting the lights in, etc, etc. So yes, so it's all coming together, so I'm very pleased about it. Now today, recording this, we're on Wednesday, again a little bit late with the update, but we've just been so busy over there at the shop. It's been absolutely manic. So yeah, bit crazy. But this weekend also, if there is enough time, hopefully we'll be getting on with the cave and the kiosk idea. So if you're new, sorry, it's an absolute mess, so I do apologise. If you're quite new to obviously picking on these updates, where have you been? But essentially here is where we are going to have our cave. So it's going to be from essentially that white mark on there to around about there. That's where that white mark is. So we've roughly figured out where it is. We've obviously written the dimensions down on it, and then the handling table / kiosk is going right there. Now we've got the measurements. We just need to make sure, look over it, make sure it's all good and gravy, and then we can start ordering the wood. So hopefully the wood will be ordered this week, ready for starting next week. We've got some of the wood already that we could potentially start building the actual like cave first. So we're going to do the cave first, going to get the bones outlined and done, then we're going to start on the actual kiosk itself. So once the bones are essentially been done, it's then our job as decorators to start actually decorating the cave itself. So we're going to be decorating it with the polystyrene that is through here. Oh, hang on, it's a bit dark. Well, to be fair, you can probably see it from there, to be honest. So yeah, so that is what we're going to be scaping and moulding, popping lots of concrete and stuff on it, so it has that nice kind of like rocky kind of effect. But yeah, we've still got absolutely loads and loads and loads to do. However, we have had the window guys come round and give our landlord the quote. So that should be happening within the next 5-ish weeks. There or thereabouts. Another thing that's happening in 5 weeks or so is the fact that we are getting our other enclosures, the ones that are going to be pre-built and purpose-built from Mark over at Wrigley's. So thank you ever so much for that, Mark. Hi everybody. So it is a different day from the stuff that you've just previously watched. We have hit a few snags and a few bumps in the road. But I'll talk about those later in the video. But here we are. So we have got the glass in temporary. So we're just getting like the beading sorted and all in there. Just obviously so we can see if it does actually fit. Because the last the last thing that we'd really want is to get everything all done and realise, oh, actually glass doesn't fit. So yeah, so that's why the glass is in there. But it looks so cool, like already. I'll see if I can. There we go. So it's really starting to take shape. And as well as you can probably see in the actual enclosure itself, we've actually started to pop the pond liner in. So all very exciting stuff. Now we just need to tidy the pond liner up essentially. But this is, ooh, crikey, there we go. This is essentially what it currently looks like. Now, these are here just to obviously keep it in place. Once everything is in place, we'll make it look a little bit more tidier. Now, we've run into a big issue. Considering that bloody thing right there. So, the pond. Essentially, we've realised that it's just going to be too big to have the pond, the header pool, and the water stream coming down as well. So what we're essentially going to do instead, we are probably, now this isn't like concrete, but we're probably going to turn that wall into a bit of a water wall. So we're going to have the pump external on the outside in Mr. Bag's enclosure, just so there's going to be more room so we can access it, and the pipes and stuff are just going to come through there, and the pond's going to sit kind of that way along there, just like that. So the idea is essentially we're going to have, well, we're going to have to spray foam and whatnot, or maybe even get some of the polystyrene and carve it out. But yeah, essentially that's going to be the water wall where it's going to come out of. Now, in the water wall itself, we're either just going to have it kind of like slow dripping, maybe waterfall-ish, or we're going to have different points of like reservoirs to build up. So like the things like the Borneo fire-lead frogs that are also going to go in here, or well, to be fair, I haven't decided on the Borneo fire-leads, but whatever arboreal tree frog we do decide to pop in there, it's going to give them some decent refuge away from the fish that are going to be down there, and as well away from like the snakes that could potentially disrupt them. And as you can see as well, we've started to put the vents in. So the first 4 vents are in, so there's one there, and there's one there. So we're going to see how it goes. And if it looks good, and if there's enough airflow that's being circulated, we might just keep it to that. But I think we might need some extras somewhere, I believe. So yeah, so now we're essentially working on the pond. Just obviously, we're just going to get it like leveled and whatnot. But the wood for this has been ordered, and we're going to start work on this this weekend, I believe. So yeah, so now everyone, here comes the little bit of a kicker. So initially, obviously, we were hoping to be open, up and running end of July. Not going to happen. Then we were like, okay, move the goalposts. Realistically, it's going to be end of August. The goalposts, unfortunately, have been shifted yet again. So now we're looking to start to potentially mid-September before we're open, and we can obviously like welcome people in. We are, however, especially if you're local, well, in the UK, you can book onto these events and stuff now, and we can send you over like the welcome packs. We've already started to get a big waiting list already. For people that want to come on and join us on these events. So yeah, so we're progressing quite quickly with that. This is all going to come together very, very quickly as well. The only real big thing that we're really waiting on is obviously the window. Everything else has been realistically absolutely like fine. We've got most of the things that were a bit annoying all done and sorted. But yeah, the actual decorating of this is going to take place very soon. And it'll be quite quick as well. It's going to be a quick turnaround. So definitely can't wait to show you all that. But yeah, also the background, well, the temporary background until the plant's properly growing. This is coming, I think, this Wednesday. So we might start to build that and get that up there and done. So hopefully look a little bit better. The lights as well will be coming next week for inside. Now that's not the like the life support system lights, so like your heating and UV and stuff like that. That's just like general background lights that are going to help the plants grow, that are going to be humidity resistant. We've also seen a kind of misting system as well, like a really good one that people use in like greenhouses and stuff. So we're going to implement that in there. So that should be quite fun. But yeah, so even though we've got some setbacks, we're still chugging along quite nicely. It's a bit frustrating, tiny bit frustrating, but hey ho, it is what it is. You can only work with what you've got, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so the big stuff is near enough out of the way. Like I said, just the window ready to go. And then yeah, just decorating time. But I really can't wait to show you everything what we've got planned. But anyway, that's been enough from me. I hope you've enjoyed the content. If you do like the video, please make sure you do give us a like, share, and a subscribe. If you've got any questions, anything like that, please feel free to pop it down in the comment section down below. But anyway, that's been enough from me, and I'll see you later. Ta-ra!